One of the big problems we see at Fixify is the cold start challenge. And this is especially true for small IT teams or IT teams that are wildly overworked. And the cold start challenge is the challenge these teams face where they don't have anything written down, or they have very few things written down, or sometimes we see the things they've written down are out of date. They're a couple years old. And the reason is because no one has time to actually go back and update or create new documentation. And that's why we built the Fixify Standard Playbook feature and content that I'm going to show you here today. All right, so let's take a look at a Fixify Standard Playbook. Let me orient you. We're in the knowledge base part of the product. And what you have here is a view of the playbooks that are available to you as a customer. All Fixify Standard Playbooks are available to all customers. We have over 45 to date, and we add them pretty regularly. So it could be something like, how do you do reset password generically? Or it could be something specific like, how do you do reset password for Loom or Salesforce? All right, so let's jump into this feature and look at a playbook. So I'm just gonna type Okta because a lot of people have Okta, and we'll go to authentication issues. It was updated a day ago. We've got the playbook name. So then you come down, you've got, okay, I've got the common symptoms. So immediately heads up display, can orient myself as an analyst. So what's actually happening here is we're guiding both the analyst and the technology. With the analyst, we're saying, hey, there's a skill here called view user details that you can run within the product to gather information on the user from Okta. This also serves an additional purposes of our automation is going to see this hint and know, oh, for this step, I can actually go ahead and run this skill automatically and collect the data. So you can see how there's a really nice interplay between what people and technology need. And as we strike that balance of technology does some work, people do some work, these playbooks that have both the technology and the human steps in there together are a real great foundation, both for automation, but also for a high quality help desk service. All right, so let me show you the editing experience, which will turn this standard playbook into something that's more personalized for this customer. So let's add a skill to this playbook. I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna type Okta. You can see all the options. In this case, I want to go ahead and get the system logs. So I'd go ahead and click that, and now you can see the little placard. That's gonna hint at the system that it should use that skill. And now there's a reference to the skill at this step that can be used instead of having to log into the console. So that's Fixify Standard Playbooks. They're living playbooks. They don't get dusty. They don't decay because we're using them day in and day out, 24/7, 365. They get you up and running fast. And most importantly, they provide a structure and quality that you might not necessarily have if you were writing them yourselves or tasking others to write them. So if you're interested in learning more, understanding some of the challenges we had to overcome in building out these Fixify Standard Playbooks, the structure of the playbooks, the format, and so on, check out our blog or reach out and we'd be happy to chat.